Hello, 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 hello. Let me put everything. My nose is itchy. Let me put everything away. All right. Let's see. What are we doing? Maybe I don't show you immediately because I want to work on the areas we worked on last stream first. So we're back here. We've got just a quick little recap. We have this little area which is pretty fun. We kind of just need to figure out how to decorate this because this. Well, first of all, the stone's pretty boring, so I do want to mix in some cobblestone and stuff like that. But for now, we'll leave it as is, and then I kind of want to, like, I don't know, add some more decoration. Maybe we can do like a planter. How does one do this again? I think it's these, right? That you can bum, like that. Okay, no, that one's not big enough. What other plant can we use? A fern would be good. That one's pretty tall. Or we could do like a bush. Kind of looks like it's been dead for a while. If I put a plant, a potted plant here, I think if I do this, people are gonna try and break it. Which maybe not the case. Maybe I put like a shirted plant or what are they, decorative pot with a shirt on top of it, design on top of it. And then here I want to do like not really a riddle, but like a little hint. That already looks a little better. Little. Maybe we do like stone. Maybe we do like a nice we don't really have anything that we could use as like a backdrop. Okay, we'll leave it at that, and then here it's gonna be mostly that. Also, I got rid of the floor, so technically if all of this is unspawnable, right? So we'll have to either slab this, and then the roof as well, we'll have to slab the roof. That is going to help a lot with that. And then you can kind of see that I've already been working on some stuff. But before we do look at it, I want to fix this part, because we only have 2 pots here, which honestly not the worst, but I also want to have some more over here. And then over here we have the little grassy area that I want to work on. So first of all, let's make sure that we have everything we need. So we'll do a dropper, right? We'll put one over here. We'll have another one over there. Maybe is this gonna be too close together? This might be too close together. I don't think that's gonna be a lot. How close are these together? So yeah, and that's already like pushing it, right? That's already pushing it for like inventory management. So we'll not do that. I might have that, and then we'll put like some smaller ones, I guess. That's all. That's a thing that we can do. I need to double check like how we did this. So it's this, and then we need to load them somehow, which apparently we haven't figured out yet. Can we like immediately, like directly? Hello, feature done. I'll call you. Is it okay if I call you done? Maybe. Can't really put it over there, but I can do this. I just don't want this to. Because that's gonna take from there, which is not something I want to do. If I do the trick where, so let's do, I'm trying to figure out how I can load this without having to interrupt that one. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We'll do that, we'll grab the stair. That, and then we can take this out. We can, oh, it's right. That, which now it's not gonna go in there, but if I put a funnel going in there, like that, we can fill this back up, and then it's gonna get in there. So we can do that. We'll have to do that so we don't peek into the redstone, and then we have free reign basically to get this guy. Maybe we just do like that, right? So that's gonna fill up both, and then we can get a chest in here that we can fill up with the new system. Boom. Right, so that's good. So those are loaded. This is loaded. And then these are being loaded as well. So we do have to, we'll have to rename these based on what they're doing, right? And then this one, wait, what is this one doing again? Wait, what is that one? Oh, it's powering this guy. Okay, right. So if we come in, right? So it's gonna be a bit annoying because this is not as hidden as that one is, but I mean, it's fine. This all seems very complicated. It's fine. It's just, it's all. So maybe I should explain what we're doing. I don't know if you were here last stream or not, but I had the idea, since we have a new update of the create mod, which looks really cool with all the new like packaging stuff and deposit stuff. It's a lot easier to transport items, right? So I had the idea of making a Zelda-like dungeon, which I don't want to spoil the big room, but it's going to be big, right? We've got a lot of side rooms. We've got like some other complicated stuff over here, and then we'll have a boss room over there, and then now we're trying to figure out the mechanics of it all. So what we're gonna be doing is, or what we're doing is, these pots that are above this, right? You know how in Zelda, you're able to break pots and get items like heart containers, arrows, and stuff like that? That's kind of what we're trying to do, right? So these pots, you can see that this guy has 12 snowballs in them. Let's say I'm... let's say that I'm in survival, right? And I come in here. I can break these. I get the bricks, but I also get the snowballs, right? And then I can use those snowballs over there. Come on. To activate the spawner for a couple of minutes. And then after a while, the pots will be put back and filled back up again. That's the whole idea behind this. Also think I'm gonna avoid using lanterns and like use a couple of these, since I don't want the... I do want the mobs to be spawning when the spawner's active. The problem is I want them to spawn. You have to understand the mod, I guess. You kind of have to. I can't explain all of the components, but yeah. These guys are loaded up with pots, and then so whenever this timer runs out every 10 minutes, it first places a pot and then fills it up with a snowball. That's basically this whole mechanism. And then we do that 2 times because, well, we have 2 pots. That's the whole thing. That's all it is. Well, all it is. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. And then we do the same over here. We do this guy, which has like a hand on it. It can place blocks. So if you do something like that, and then we grab ourselves some of these, a couple of chests as well. We'll do boop, boop, like that. That's our backup, basically. And then frog ports and back insurance. Okay, so those guys are doing their work. I really should set up the whole system of like sending stuff to another inventory, right? Maybe we'll do that today. So that's good. I'm trying to remember how I actually did it. So those are good. Those are fine. Then we'll have to power them. So we'll do that. Oh wait, no, these have to come one lower. Yeah. I forgot. All right. Hello, Yummy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so that. And then... How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Can't complain. This is gonna be one complicated mess. I can already tell. Boom. Look at all the frog ports. Oh god. Hey, at least it's gonna work, right? Hopefully. Yeah. You're right. What is this contraption? Oh, Yummy, weren't you here last stream? I could have sworn you were here yet last stream. We're building a Zelda dungeon. Not really. So basically what we're doing is we're building... Nice. We're building a Zelda dungeon. which basically makes it's kind of, how do I say this? I was inspired by Zelda and Tango Tech. So it's basically you come in, you have to navigate the dungeon, which is gonna look like this. So this is kind of like the layout. You gotta figure out, get all the keys, right? Get all the keys, and then get into the boss room and defeat the boss. And then I'll figure something out as a reward, basically. When you've done that, you won. That's it. Oh, right. Let's there we go. Let's fill these up. So they've placed their pots, which is great. Then we'll put like some smaller ones like that. I don't think you can break those quickly. I think. Yeah, no, okay. So you can only like really break those. Okay, and then I don't want to do them all snowballs. Snowballs are purely gonna be here, and then I want to do like some food maybe. What else is useful as like, so some food. I don't want to do food that's too good, so maybe some carrots, some apples maybe. The apples are pretty easy to get. Carrots as well, right? So we'll do like let's do apples here. No, that's, oh, that's no, wait, that is the right one. Never mind. Apples right there. Apples right here. And then I kind of wanted to, I want something that's not placeable. Maybe we do like a potion? Do we do a potion? No. I don't think potions are a good idea. Or maybe not in this dungeon. Maybe we can do potions later on. Okay, what else can we do? What's a consumable that's like good to use? I don't think we really have any consumables that are like good to use, right? No. No. Might as well make them all. So this one is what? Carrots, right? Apples and apples. Okay, let's do the last one, carrots. Why not? Okay, so carrots. That means that whenever we trigger those, they'll get their stuff. Probably I'm gonna keep these setups. So first of all, let's do let's do that. we'll grab you again. Stair, and then I need that guy. So this one is basically going to power that guy, and these ones are going to power those guys. Boom, boom, boom. That dispenser on the dropper on the bottom, and then the same over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that now works, right? That's easy. Okay. How? I don't want to make it too clean, but I kind of do want to like build up the little dome that we need. Okay, let's do that. And then over here, we'll do something similar like that. Let's grab the slab. Have it come in like so. Kind of looks like what we're going for. All right, so that's good. We'll have this come in here. Kind of want to do that so it's a little less flat on that side. Can do the same over here and here. Like so. Okay, so that's gonna get us up here, which kind of gives us a reason to come over here. Right. Something like that. And then over here, let's just fill in that little bit. And over there, I mean, now that kind of leaves light through because it's a contraption, right? Once we do this, or once it's in a cave, an actual cave, it should not leave light through. It's just because that block over here, he doesn't see as a full block, so. But that's already pretty cool. Now, if we use a lot more of these over the place, where it's like, oh, dude, this is gonna be sick. So we've got the pots. We'll do something about the floor design. But that is pretty good. That is pretty good. I don't know how I'm gonna do the entrance to the entire dungeon. I think that's gonna be one of the last things that we do. But just to be sure, we can do that. So for now, this is gonna be our dungeon entrance. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. And that's then the main room that we're going for. But before we do anything, we need to get this grass going, and maybe we can get some more pots in here, because I really want this to be a Zelda. I really want people to feel like they're playing a Zelda game, so breaking pots is probably gonna be one of the more fun things they can do, like to gather stuff, right? Also, I do want them to have food, enough food to kind of get through it. So we have another pot over here. Okay, I'm pretty concentrated on that one. It's a good one though. It's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, like that. Boom, boom, boom. Pot up there. And then the grass is gonna take care of itself. Okay. So we'll do one more setup for the pots. I mean, we're gonna do a lot more setups for the pots, because I do want more for this room as well, like on the like in these little things, little rooms, right? But for the most part, this is gonna be like your hub. You're gonna have to pass through it to get to some stuff, to get to the new rooms, right? So that's a good one. And then to get up here as well to do the next puzzles. So that's what this room is. It's more so a hub, and then we have some spawners in here as well. And the funny thing is, if you're in these little side rooms, right, you're within range of the... It's only if you're in this key room, in this room, here you're out of range of the spawner, so it won't work if you're in this room. But the moment you're in this room, that thing is on, so it will keep spawning mobs. So the moment you come back in here, because these are all dead ends, right? The moment you come back in here, this is going to be infested with mobs. And you'll have to fight your way through. Alright, so we have door. Maybe I shut the door. Ooh, and all the bats. All the bats are going to be a thing. The problem is... Okay, here's my problem. Here's my problem. This place is gonna be hell, right? Because if I keep it this dark, either I need to do a slab floor, which then these don't work anymore, or I need to figure out a way to... Maybe I should install mini HUD. But if I do it this way, right, this is gonna be horrible, because it's gonna spawn creepers and stuff, and I don't want that. I only want the spawners to work. Right? I only want the spawners to work, so I should take a look at what I don't know what whatchamacallem did. The Tango Tag did. Mobs are fun, but I don't want mobs that blow up the entire thing. right? I don't want creepers that spawn. Except for rooms that are designed for creepers to spawn in. So we'll have to figure out a way to fully and completely spawn-proof this thing. Okay, so that's that. Let's pick up everything we need. Okay, let's see. So we need one over here. Good. Then this guy will go that way. This one will go this way. Do I? You know what? I am going to get rid of some of these, and I'm just gonna put in because otherwise it'll be too much. So we'll do that. We'll have one of these actually get us food, right? And then the rest is just going to be empty pots. So over here, the same thing. This is just going to be an empty pot. Might as well do it over here as well, because like this one. That one is just unnecessary apples. Okay, so we have some food. Dude, there's going to be hundreds of beds in this. Okay, let's see. And then we need you, and you. Okay, and then over here we'll just do I think that's the same level, or maybe one lower. It is one lower. Okay. Now we need a nice little sequence gear shift. Okay. I need you. I need you. And a stair. Plus my wrench. Stair, wrench, sequence. That's gonna turn all of those on for us. And then, oh, I also need target block. You. Right there. No. No. Nope. Just you. Okay. So these should have gotten some food in them. That's good. And then here it's just this one or this one, either one. And then I also am gonna set up some grass breakage. This is gonna be a little more on the difficult side because we do have to okay. We have to use one of the catalyst things to do dispenser and a dropper. Then you, and then we need you. Okay, so this is going to be our grass, right? What we want to do is we're probably going to use this one right here. And then if I remember correctly, it's a skulk catalyst. Also, why did my music stop? A calibrated skulk, okay, not a catalyst, but a calibrated skulk sensor. We'll do that. We'll waterlog it, because why not? That way it doesn't make any sound. And then we'll power it. I think it's till 12. I think 12 is breaking blocks. All right. Then, out of that, we're going to take you. Set you to whatever output we want. And then we'll do that. Okay, we do have to put this guy a little further back. So we can't really put it here. So what if we did... So this is going to be the dispenser for the grass, right? Like that. Dispenser. What if I did dropper here? I just need to make sure that we are actually able to fill these with whatever they need to be filled. This one I can fill from... I have to fill it from this side. So, hopper. Like so. So that's gonna be for bone meal, and then, well, technically I don't really need to. I could just transfer the maybe we drop it. No, I want to drop it from the ground. So what if we have one set over here? So we'll do that. We'll catch a dropper. That, and maybe we'll have like a carpet over it. Maybe. You know what? No. Let's do this, and then we'll have like something else. Right. Because that doesn't make sense. Good. That does not make sense. I mean, this would make sense, but that doesn't really help us. That would make sense. So break it comes up there. We could drop it from the sky, technically, if we wanted to. Right, we could drop it like this. Can I, if I did that, just to hide it a little bit, can I use that to drop whatever I want it to here? Also, I think I need to get rid of these. Replace them with this. I think that will, yeah, this will darken it. See, now that is almost not noticeable. And then, so let's say we do that, right? We'll come up here. That's gonna be good. And then we're also going to grab, where is it? This guy. Where did I put? Oh, I did put it up here. Put it up here, and then we'll do that. Let's do bone meal. No, let's not do bone meal. That's stupid. I'm gonna use bone meal like hundreds of times. Let's just do one type of seed. Boom. That's gonna be receiving. And then if we put this guy over here, like that, it should also power that guy. And then from here, we can easily fill that guy up. Like that. Okay. That's good. Bum, 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 bum. I think we're good. We have a go ahead on testing this. So we'll put in a little bit of bone meal into this guy. Right. And then I don't know. Let's just get some carrots or something, or some apples. Maybe we'll do some carrots. In there. We'll trigger this once, so we'll have some grass in there. And then I break it. I get a carrot. It didn't fire. Okay, I didn't fire the replanting sequence though, so this didn't do it. Oh, it's because it's too slow, I think. Let's do 20 ticks. Also, now that it's dark in here, we can use some glow lichen. Okay, so it's triggering the reward sequence. It's not triggering this though. Kind of annoying. Is it because we're not breaking this one? Oh, it is. Okay, so that's good to know. Also, I want this to be a little longer. Otherwise, they can just farm it, I guess. So now we have what? We have 0, right? We have 1 carrot. Okay, it's still farmable. Maybe we do like 1 second or 2 seconds. Cooldown. Maybe we... I have a better idea. Why don't we replant it later? Right? Why don't we reward first and then replant it after a little bit? I think that's smarter. So we'll do... let's get rid of that. Let's have you sit here. And then we'll go up like this. Yeah. Because then we can have this guy be the trigger for that. Right? So that's going to plant immediately. And then we'll use this guy. And set like... let's start with 5 seconds. 2 ticks, and then we need the redstone, of course. Okay. We have the carrot. And then it replants. Okay, that's good. And I honestly, I might just set that to like 10 or 20 seconds. I give it an actual cooldown so they don't get to farm it. The pots are on 10 seconds, so I might actually get those to be a little more. But this already, even though we were still in dire need of like a bit of a, how do I say this? We still need to add some texture to the walls, but do we not have a normal stone wall? Have I been that? Okay, apparently we don't have a normal stone wall, which is stupid. Yeah, because these kind of need to feel like catacombs, which this is pretty good for now. I'm almost tempted to run this in survival. But before we do that, I'm gonna install Mini HUD. So give me a second, and I'll see if I can find it. Save and quit game, add mods, Mini HUD. What's that called for Forge? Forge. Is there just a Forge files? No, those are all fabric. Mini HUD should be able to find it. Apparently not. Bum, 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 bum. This seems promising. Block HUD. Let's do HUD. Mini head unofficial. Okay, let's do that. Add. Okay. Lay. Let's see if this works. Oh, also I should see what the actual spawning requirements are for spawners. Okay, let's see. Mini HUD. Oh, that's not the game. Wait, it is. Ah, wait, what? Huh? Ah. That's weird. Okay. Mini HUD. Let's see. We want to do generic. So H is going to be our main toggle. That being said, we want to get solid face, no. Debug water, no. Light, true. Collision, chunk map, no. Deep, no. Spawn check player, no. Shape render, no. Oh, that's the one. Alright, so everything that's green is non-spawnable, which is good. And then I do need to double check what the light level requirements is for spawners. So give me a second to Google that. Mob spawner Minecraft 1.21 monster spawner. That's it. Updating use the mechanics. That's what we need. So what we have, it attempts to spawn a mob. Attempts to spawn 4 mobs at random points within the spawning volume. Then waits anywhere. Okay, so the mob spawner often produces fewer than 4 mobs. Emits a poof. Yes. Okay. What is the correct spawning requirements for a That's good. In Java Edition, turtle. No, that's turtle. I don't really care. I just need to know what small spawners performs a relaxed version of the ordinary spawning check. The general solid block requirement is removed, but the volume hitbox of the mob is kept, along with some other checks according to the mob specifics. As a result, for some types of mobs to spawn in the outer planes, spawning volume, some planes outside of volume, like Examples for mobs taller than 1 block. Zombies can spawn on the top Y layer. The layer above must contain only transparent blocks. Okay. That's fine. For a monster spawner that generates mobs that spawn only in dark conditions, light level 0, a torch. Oh, that's stupid. So it has to be dark if we want to use spawners. If we want to use spawners, it has to be dark. Which is kind of stupid, because I don't want it to be completely dark. Although, we could do this, and then these are the only spots that it's going to spawn mobs. Right? Also, if we need to figure out a way to really encase this in darkness. So I think I'm going to just set it to nighttime. That's gonna be the same. Slash time set midnight. Yeah, so now we have that, and that's, I think, a lot better. We don't want it to be lit up, but we also don't want it to be like... let's do that. I mean, we still get light from there, which is annoying. It's not pitch black, you know? Let's do it with andesite casings for now. Just gonna see if I can enclose this entirely. Maybe not andesite casings. Maybe andesite casings is like a bad idea. Let's use a block that we're not gonna use. That we're completely probably gonna not use. So we'll do. Gonna do that. And then we'll fill this in. I was gonna type in the command, but I'm gonna be honest, every time I type in the command, it's gonna take longer than actually just filling it in. Good. Let's see. See, that's better. And I like that it's still not visible. The problem is everywhere where this is dark, right? Needs to be a slab. Or it does need to be a slab. We can just do these guys. I know it's dark, but this is necessary for what we want to do. Boom, boom, boom. And then these we can texture however we like. Okay. These we can change into stairs if we wanted to. Boom. Okay. Oh. I do want to still be able to get on top of that. So if I do use slabs, I need to be sure that I can still jump on this. Okay, that's better. So far we're doing well. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's set time back to noon. Okay. My question is, will this actually work? Will they spawn, basically? To do that, I do need to spawn proof all of this. So we are gonna probably just gonna use something else that is not stone slabs. That way I can actually see if anything goes wrong. Boom, boom. Alright, I think if we do this and get all of these, I think that should be enough. I think we're outside of the range. So we'll do that. And why don't we try and run the first segment in some survival gameplay? Right? Are we ready? So we go in survival. We start the dungeon. We go, oh, interesting. Let's break this. We get some apples. Okay. We shouldn't not be having pots, but we have some food. We'll look together. Can I still get on here? I cannot. So these... This is troubleshooting mode, right? So these need to be slabs. Okay, let's do that. So we go back in survival, just to be sure. Okay, so we get on top of this, get on here. Need to be able to jump on there. Okay, we go over here. We see sword, no sword. Okay, good. Good. That's good to know. I know why, because I didn't reset it. Okay, so let's try this again. We'll get rid of everything except for the... well, it's fine. So we've already broken that pot, right? So we go over here. We check out the room. We see that we have a chest over there, if we can kind of see it. And we have something over there as well. Not really clear what it is. We have snowballs and pots, but let's see. Boom. Oh wait, did I set the door? I did not reset the door. God damn it. Did that. Let's reset this guy. Good. Oh, we still need I can't really have it because we still need to drop. We still need to drop the key somewhere. Okay, let's do that first. Before we start running it, let's work on that key drop. So we'll go threshold switch. Okay, threshold switch. That's gonna trigger our drop, and I think our drop. Where would be a good way of like dropping it? I think dropping it in front of the door, like here, right? Have a dropper right there. Where's the dropper? Should be in redstone, right there. Have a dropper right here, right? And then we'll do that again. We're kind of just hiding it. Yeah, I have a staircase somewhere. Boom. Okay, so let's. Nope. Come on. Alright. I need a key. Small key. This is gonna be the worst part of the making the dungeon is just farming the keys. It's just farming the keys. That's gonna be the worst. Let's do this. Boom. Chest. Nope, not a repackager. We just want a packager. That. This and that. Okay, so that is running fine, and then we can have a U guy and a U guy. We'll set it again to oak stairs because that's our thing. Do that. Right, and then oh, you know what would be funny is if we have like a mathematic calculation that they have to do. Right? Imagine if they would have to do a calculation. So it's gonna turn on at, let's do 32. 32, and it's gonna turn off at 31. That means if I put in 32 items, I also want to have a little bell. So we'll get ourselves a bell, a normal bell, and put that over here. Now if I come up here and I put 32 rotten flesh. Hey, we have key. Okay, so that's good. Now we can actually run it. So let's double check. The door is closed. We can see our way up, but not really. We don't have a key, right? Now let's. Oh god. Maybe we keep this guy. Also, you know what? I really should be linking this guy This is our entrance, right? So we'll set you up. Let's do this and set that to boom, boom, and then get ourselves some pressure plates. So that's gonna make sure that we have a sword in that chest. Yeah, which not necessary now. But let's do this. Let's try this out. So we go into survival. We have nothing. We come in. We come over here. We start. Can I can't really. It's only with a sword that you can really destroy it. Right. So we'll come up here. Boom. Boom. Get the sword. Look over here, and then I want to do like a calculation, like a hint that gets you to 32, so that you know that you need 32 items. The question is which items, and that should be your hint. So we grab the sword, we start breaking pots. Because we're going to be fighting zombies, we might as well get some food, and then we do let's set you guys to peaceful. Look how easy that is. Hey. Okay, so we're getting some birds. Do we have any more? Any more zombies? Okay, we want that timing to be a little longer. Also, I think 32 might be too much. I think 32 might be too much. It's definitely too much. Also, people are gonna want to run this with their whatchamacallit. Oh, okay, never mind. I can't set it to be brighter. Yeah, this is good. I like it. We do need the timer to be longer, and we need it to be not 32, maybe like 16 items. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. But this works though. So we'll set, where is he? We'll set this guy to 16 items. Okay. And then the timer for this guy, which is in here somewhere, we'll set you to say 30 seconds. Okay, let's try it again. Survival. Okay. Yeah, see, now we're getting more waves per activation. Okay. Boom. Activate it again. While we're here, yeah, while you're working on this, you can like try and figure this out. You can see, oh, there's a key. We need a key for that. Okay, let's go see if we've got more zombies that spawn. Boom. 6 more. And while we're waiting, the pots have not been... maybe 10 minutes is a bit too long. I don't think people will spend 10 minutes on this this part. Hey, this guy didn't drop anything. That's stupid. Come on. Hey, 4 more. I mean, if I keep this speed... Oh, wait. They didn't place. Why didn't they place? These placed. That's weird. Okay, we'll have to check that out. Okay, first of all, we're not gonna have wool in our inventory. Or at least not in our... Yeah, now we can get some more snowballs. Or at least 1 more snowball. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, that. This guy. Yeah, see, this is why we're probably gonna have to use stone swords. Or put mending on them, or in breaking. Because I'll probably put mending on them. But yeah. Because I don't want people to lose their gear. Also, this gear is gonna be like, it's gonna have like a fancy name. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh god. I'm gonna just grab a new sword now. I'm gonna grab a new sword, so. While we wait, we might as well spawn. Come on. Spawn some new guys. Wait, it didn't work. Stupid. Hello, sir. Okay, this one also didn't drop his thing. Now we have enough. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Boom. Go around. Put that on there. No ding? Why no ding? Why no ding? It should have dinged. Oh, that's why no ding. Okay. I had, what, 18? Okay, so we come in here. Let's do that in survival, just so we can kind of get a feel for the jumping and the wall climbing. Ding. Key. And then with this key, we can go up here. Oh, that's not good. See, this is why we want to spawn proof, because that is not good. Let's creative set our stuff back to peaceful so that we can actually get all of this stuff spawn proofed as well. And then here it's just putting in the key. That'll open up and we'll have a beautiful floor. Boom. Honestly, I might actually dip this down and have this be like slabs. Just because we can, and that will also spawn proof a lot. And then over here, we'll do boom, 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 boom. And then I'll probably do stairs here, because that means that will not be spawnable, but will also not trip over it. Okay, so that's now spawn proof as well. And then over here we'll do slabs. Boom. And over here, that's gonna be a whole other circus. Because again, we don't want it to be too dark, but also this is way too dark. So either we put a false floor on here and like actually just do the entire floor using these, or we make it so that everything spawns. My question is, okay, let's see. Let's say I get torches, right? Or let's do these for fancy reasonings. I'll do like that, that, boom, boom. If I do both sides, that should get most of these, except for like a few spots in the middle, which is not the worst, right? That's easy. And then if we're probably gonna texture this stuff with, because this is that is spawnable. Okay. Well, let's do that for now. But if I do this, right, and then we'll do something similar over here. We'll have like, I don't know, a hook or something. Do we have a type of hook? We don't really have a hook, but we do have these guys, which are fun. So if we do that, this, and then Right, so let's do, these are temporary, just so I can put the shaft on a little easier. Boom, boom. That. Making sure all of this is safe. I do need to make sure we're on the same level. So we'll do that. Boom. Shaft, shaft, shaft. Again. BEA beautiful. Okay. My question is, does this spawn anything? So we'll do survival options, easy. Oh, never mind. Creative. I want to do a zombie tower and a skeleton tower. It's a skeleton spawning, right? So we'll do like boom, 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 boom. Okay, so they do spawn. That's good. We're gonna take some damage from the fall, but I kind of want to see if they spawn up here as well. If not, that's fine. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Like, this is very much infestation. Because the way that people are going to be able to stop the spawners is by placing rotten flesh and a bone on these two. So that's good. Options. Normal. Peaceful. Okay. Before we keep going, we want this to be... We want these to be on at all times. That's one thing. Except for when they're not. We'll do texturing later. So for now, we'll do that so we don't start spawning stuff left, right, and center. I'm gonna use this as like some sort of like dust that's being collected around these towers or around these pillars. So that's going. The rest is fine, I think. Yeah. I think up here we're all good. This, I mean, we'll have some torches in here in the. Or maybe not even that. Maybe we'll just use some glow lichen. Same for this place. Probably use some glow lichen. Stone stairs. That's what I need. Boom. Round all of these off. And then same over here, we'll just do that. And then we'll start working on the mechanics of this place. So we do want a chest in here that gives us an item. What that item is, I don't know yet. Maybe we do like a shield, because I do want people to get geared up. This is like your starting dungeon, so some of the basic gear, like a sword, a shield, maybe like a chest plate. But maybe we do like an iron sword and a shield in these chests, right? Maybe that's what we do. Chest. We'll do a chest here. A chest over here. Of course, we can do some other chests as well, but those are going to be empty. We'll get some barrels in as well. And then, of course, we'll do some pots for some food. So we'll do like that, this, that. Because I do want people to spend time looking in like barrels and pots and okay, so that we have that, that's good. So now that will have people look around in here, whereas the middle of the floor is going to be open for like combat. So that's a thing. Do I want to do pots? I don't really have the space to do them though. I don't have the. So I think I'm going to keep this open. Maybe we do like, we could do some barrels, right? Like have a couple of barrels up here. Those are easy enough to fill with stuff. Because we can technically just have those cycle, right? Get some food, because this is gonna be a hard room. The amount of mobs in here is gonna be crazy, so yeah, it's important that you're well fed. I like it though. Let's start working on some of these mechanics. So we know there is a depot here and there. We'll open that one up as well. Okay, let's see. Maybe we set time to noon again, just to be a bit more on the clear side. Do that. This one is the skeleton, if I'm not. Yeah, okay, so that's bones. Bone, and then the other side is rotten flesh. If you're lucky, you still have some rotten flesh from the other room. If not, well, too bad. Boom. And then that goes into a barrel. Okay. Goes into a barrel, which is good. We can read from that. We can also send from that. So we'll have a. Do we really have to? We kind of have to, right? Yeah. No, that's not the right tab. I will do picture, rockport. Fit you back in there. Okay, then we do threshold switch. Boom. We'll set this to 1 item. Okay. 1 item. This is where I don't want. Maybe I just use the heads. Maybe that's the easiest way to do it. Let's grab some view. We'll have a little segment in the middle over here. Where are those pillars? Right here. Okay, so I just want those pillars to be clear for us so that we can glue them together. Okay, so we'll set up over here. Grab a torch or two. And then we just need to figure out the middle. So that's going to be our mid spot. Which means we need a rail, a minecart. Then we need a cart assembler. And then just a whole lot of this. Boom. Some glue. Some glue. Like that. And we just do the entire towers. Glue them up. Alright, and then that goes over here, so that's one entire thing. We put the minecart in place, go like that. Okay, so now we get to the interesting point. We do pulse extender, right? Okay. So if I do that, those are considered a contraption, meaning that those are off, right? So we'll set that to, let's say, a minute, 1 minute. And then we'll power that with, I need you guys. We'll power that with that guy. And that guy is going to be powered if and only if both of those have been triggered. So we need an AND switch, meaning that. Okay, wait. Now I need to. Do I have an AND switch in here? I don't think I do. Right? No. Okay. So let's do a manual, like vanilla, AND switch, AND gate. Should be fairly easy. Right, so we do boom boom. We'll get redstone torches set up here. So that's 1, 2, 3. This one is going to be like that. So let's do skeleton, zombie, and these are our receivers, so we need to turn them into receivers like so. And then over here, this is going to be our trigger. Boom, come on. This one's zombie. Not that that really makes that, not that matters, but this one is skeleton. So now this one will turn on whenever we have. So we'll do that. And then this is gonna be boom, boom. So it's gonna be the receiving end. Anything else that we can easily get? Let's do bone. Bone. Okay, so now technically let's put a bone in here. Okay, that's good. And then here, okay, let's see, can I get some rotten flesh as well? Boom. Okay, and then whenever this triggers, we'll also trigger these guys. To send it out. And that will be for 1 minute. So those the towers will be off for 1 minute, and then they'll come back on. Good mechanics. Just the one is fine. So people, so the strat for this thing is gonna be to not spend all your bones and all your rotten flesh all at once, because you could just drop in a stack if you wanted to, but you're not gonna want to do that, since I mean you're gonna pass through this room a lot, so it's better to just be able to stop the spawning of the mobs. All right, so that's that, and then we'll set up all the pots later. First of all, I want to do this guy. Got a little room in here because, and here's where things get interesting. We are gonna have, I still need to do some thinking about the mechanics of this all, but we are gonna have a room in every dungeon that I make, which for now this is the one that is gonna be, I don't know if you guys play Zelda or have played Zelda, but if you have, this is basically your this is gonna sound wrong, but the room where Chingle is, your merchant. So yeah, let's do that. That's probably gonna go up. It's good though. That's the right height. Now we are gonna put a gear shift right here, set up a little bit of a switcheroo latch over here. That way we can get this down so that people can enter, and so on and so on. All right. Let's see. We want to do this. Or we don't really have to do it that way. We can do like the manual way. So let's do that. I want this to be... Okay, so we need to figure out a way to... One. So we'll do that. We'll do... how to do. How to do. I need to reverse the signal. But whenever these turn on, right? We have to go out in here, but we can't turn this on until all of these are on. Meaning that this has to be one big AND gate. Now, how to do. How to do. For input AND gate. I mean, that seems easy enough. Okay. So those all have to be torches. And then we'll have one coming out here. Right? Is that correct? I hope so. This one's off now. And these are going to be off by default. We do that, that, and that. Right, okay, good. This one needs to be replaced by this guy. So let's say we're closed, right? All of these are closed. Let's do new 1, 2, 3, 4. That opens up. Okay. And then to reset them, so first of all, let's set the resets, right? Which I'm gonna do the same one as we have at the front door. So we'll do stair and a stone block, which I should be able to get over here. Boom, 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 boom. Stair, 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 stair. And then these are going to be stair, 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 stair. And then I do button. And we'll just get 4 buttons, 4 different buttons. You'll see why in a second. So we'll do acacia. Okay. So first of all, let's see. If I now press this guy, Then that one should have triggered. Oh, I know why it's not triggering. Okay, so now that one should have gone back up, which is not happening. Oh, right. Because we need to power that again. Wait, no, so then button presses are all that we need, right? Or this needs to be... this needs to be a pulse output. How does one make that a pulse output, though? It should be fairly easy to get a single output. If we do that, and then okay, then this, set that to 10 ticks. Okay, so now we're primed. It's got reset, right? Okay. Now we need to get our stuff in place. Meaning that we are gonna set these guys up behind here. So you... Oh, that's not good, but figure it out. We'll figure it out. We can just decorate it. Boom, boom, and then the last one. So now, technically, if we run around here and we press... Oh, wait. That's not what's supposed to be happening. Oh, but these all have to be on. What is this? Looks complex. We're trying... Okay. No, it doesn't look better from here. But basically what we're trying to do, if you get a top-down view, it kind of makes sense. What we're trying to do is make a Zelda-like dungeon or temple. So if you look at... can I get... Let's do... That's not much better, but... That way you kind of have an idea. What's a good Twilight? What's a good Zelda game? Twilight Princess is a good princess dungeon maps. Boom. Isn't there like a interactive dungeon map? No, not really. Okay. I thought there was... Oh, right. So if we look at this, right? This is... welcome to the Twilight Princess map. What's a good... Yeah, sure. I mean, that's the Temple of Time. That's quite the temple. Let's start off with... First Temple's also not that good. What's a good temple? Sure. This is kind of what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to make like a a dungeon map or a dungeon from Zelda. And so what we have so far is, I would say, pretty cool, right? So we've got like the entrance like segment. So we have the entrance where you kind of have to you have to get it's still open, but this door is normally closed. We can close it for a second, just so you can see what that is. But you come in here, you want to go up, that door is closed. You can't really get going, you can't get through it. And you see you need a key, right? If you look here, you need a key to get in. So then we go looking, right? We go looking. We can do that in survival. Boom, we go looking. And this is another room, right? As you can see, we've got some snowballs in the pots. We have a target over there. That's a thing. We come up here, right? And in this chest is a sword. Well, normally there's only one sword, but now there's two. And we have this. And so we can activate the spawner with, not now, well, we can. So we can break these. We can break these as well if we want some food, for instance. But we can activate that spawner. It's not gonna spawn anything because we're in peaceful for now. But spawn that, kill all the zombies, and then let's say we've killed all the zombies. We've gotten some rotten flesh, 16 to be precise. We get up here, boom, boom, boom. We drop that on there. Oh right, never mind. Never mind. We drop that on there. Ding, and we get a key. Also, these pots replenish, except for here for some reason. But I think I know why, because I didn't set my gear correctly. And then we drop that in there. This opens up, and we come in here. But that's kind of what we have so far, and now we're working on opening the secret door that's right there, and then that's what this all is. Also, before I forget, this is sick. I mean, it's meant to be. I'm not gonna be playing it. Other people are gonna be playing it. So we do want to do button press. We want to do button press, right? Okay. Basically, we want to make sure these are always on at the start of the game, which technically, as long as they don't press a button twice. And then this comes down. Right? And then this opens up, and this is going to be like a little shop. Little Tingle shop. And if you don't know who Tingle is, get your Zelda knowledge in. Okay, and then we reset it. And that's reset. Okay. Okay. So they all have to be off, right? These all have to be off. And so if they happen to press one twice and it turns it back on, too bad. They all have to be off before this opens up. Which means if we reset it, if we're in the main room, which this is why I opened up this, kept the ceiling open. If we're in the room, right, we need to press these 4 buttons. They're a bit hidden, but you'll be able to see them. If I do that, this opens up, and we've got our shop, which we should be working on right now. Also, this is gonna be iron sword and shield, I think. I'm debating on making the wooden swords replaceable, like they regenerate over time. And the iron swords I'm gonna put mending on, same as the shield, so that they are just gonna be a thing. You get them once, you can use them in all dungeons. So shop. Let's say we do something along these lines. Maybe we do maybe we go fancy and we use these guys, right? And then we grab these guys. Boom. I want these to go right there, so I can put stuff on them. That's gonna be great, and then we'll use some trapdoors. Same, there's just gonna be spruce trapdoors, but I mean, they've got a bit of a different texture than that thing. That. Got some barrels in there. There's nothing gonna be in these barrels. Or maybe we do. Maybe we add a couple, like a little bit of stuff to these barrels. But most of all, I want to be showing what we're selling. And what we're going to be selling in these shops are going to be enchantments that people can put on their stuff. So let's say they get the iron sword, or they get a diamond sword in a later dungeon, later down the line, and they want to put sharpness on it, they can put sharpness on it. That's gonna be the plan. All right, let's see. First of all, we want a storage unit back here. Honestly, I only want one item. Do we have, what kind of storage units do you have in vanilla Minecraft that only have one? That only have one item. Huh? Oh, I know. Let's first set up our villager. Right, so I put my stuff away. So just to be sure, we want this to be at about this height, I think. Right. So up there, we'll do this guy. Set that up there. Do that. This guy will have a stock link separate from the other stock link. We'll link this guy up here, set that up, then grab you. That's gonna be our shop. And we are gonna use, I want to use the villagers because I feel like that's a good sign because you'll be able to hear him, right? Which is kind of what we do. Now, on the other hand, I do want to use nitwits, but that's going to be him, right? He's going to be doing that. And then I think, if I'm correct, within the new mod, we have these tablecloths, which are pretty fun, right? Now, how does one do that again? How does one... Is that with the gauges? How does one... Is that with these guys? Tune to stock. No. Because there is a way to make this a store, if I'm correct. Or not. First of all, let's put some books in there. Let's say we do... Let's say we do sweeping edge, right? Pondering is what I do. Yeah, but I'm specifically... No packagers linked. I did though. Huh? Oh, that's a repackager. I'm stupid. It's this guy that I need. Okay, let's do stock link. Tune that to that guy. Okay. So we've got sweeping edge, right? Now, how do I... Okay, keep that locked. Right? Do I just put like a sweeping edge book on the table? Okay, let's look at this. Tablecloth. Okay. Start with the shop's inventory picture and stock link. Right. Bind the stock taker to a link. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Right, so it's... No. Huh. That's not... It said interact with okay. Fill up, yes. To create a new trade, interact with the shopkeeper while holding a tablecloth. Meaning that I just need to do that. Okay, no, that's not what we need to do. Oh, wait. Yes. Wait, what? Oh! Oh! Look at that! We've done it! And so what I want to do is, because people are going to be saving up bricks, right? From breaking all the pots. I want to sell these for bricks. But like, bricks, you know? Because you're already gonna have to... So if I do that... 100. I don't know if that's a viable option, but for now I'll do 100, and then when we test run it, we'll see how many we get. But that should... Okay, so my question is now, how do I just and then it comes out of here, right? Yeah, okay, so we do need to ship it from here over here somewhere. And to do that, that's why I set it over here. Oh, I should have put it one higher. Because I want to do like maybe a barrel here, right? And you'll see the package come in. It'll go into new packager. We will use a belt. Come on, let me... Thank you. Belt. Okay. And then we need funnel. Funnel, and we need this. We need to power that, which technically easily done here. Boom. Oh, right. I forgot that this now is going to be a package, which we don't want. So we're going to put this guy. Oh, come on. That guy. That guy. And then where's that package? Boom. And that should... I probably am going to clean this up. So that's going to sweeping at us. So no, I think this is ugly. I want it to look good. At least, you know? So, where else can we put like a barrel? I mean, we could make this the barrel. We could also have it sit over here. Or even better, we could use the frog ports to like bring it in. If we do that, go up. Huh. Because I think using the frogs would be fun, right? Would be fun. Let's clear the inventory. Let's figure this out. Because this guy can let's say we have, but then we have cables and I don't want cables. Can we shoot it through the wall? Because if we can, that'd be fun. If not, well, sad. then we'll figure it out. No, I do think we need to have it from the shopkeeper. So a belt would be our option. Would be our only viable option. We could, if we wanted to, have stock link on this side so that we can get a belt out from here. Maybe go up here. Maybe we drop it from the ceiling. Maybe that's... I think dropping it from the ceiling might work. Let's get ourselves a little ceiling going. Let's do that. We'll hide our redstone link right there. Let's do that. Wood. And we'll do some oak planks going up here. Of course, light is going to be a problem, but I do think over here we might just put like a lantern. Have like a lantern sitting there, maybe one up here. So it's light enough for nothing to spawn, but it's dark enough for him to be depressed. And then we'll kind of just have this guy dropper. Good. Let's see. Rockport on top. Maybe. No, we only need packager. Boom. Yeah, no, this will work. This will work. Boom. Frogport. And then we'll call this Tingle or shop output. Right? So that's shop output. Then this guy will get a sign. This guy will get a sign. Dude, we are gonna be hanging that sign. Like so. Shop output. And then the only thing we really need from this guy is 2 conveyors. And then we hang chains between them. Right, this is all behind the scenes, so it can be ugly. We don't need to make it look good. Or at least not now. Let's get these in as high as we can. And then it's just a matter of taking this guy and powering it on. That. And then we'll do this guy because we might actually... Good. Now the only thing we need to do extra is make sure that this guy gets an update regularly. So we'll give him a little pulse timer. Not every 20 seconds or when it 20 ticks, but like every 10 seconds. And then the same thing for this guy. Although that's gonna tick constantly. I don't want it to tick constantly. So instead of doing that, let's just do it the vanilla way and have you do that. Get you involved. A little bit of redstone. And then this guy. Maybe even this guy. Put that to 20 ticks. Okay, so rename that again. Shop output. This one is renamed correctly. So let's try it. Let's try this out. First of all, let's hide it. Then, oh god. Then let's grab ourselves a couple of stacks of bricks. And then we'll do oh no, I forgot something. You need to be linked to that conveyor belt, because otherwise that'll do nothing. Indeed. Wait, what? Wait, what? I need to see this in real time. Cannot open. I know. Oh, wait, what? It's eating it. Huh? Is this not spelled correctly? Huh? Okay, only send. Oh, it doesn't have a label on it. Wait, what? But it should. Okay, so let's put this one on the bottom then. Yeah, I know. That, and then put a sign on the side. Shop output again. Huh? I don't get it. That should work. Why do not work? Ah. Why we do not work? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's call it something else then. Let's call this Peter, as they do in the, maybe it just doesn't like spaces. Peter. Again, no. You're stupid. This is a lot more annoying. Is it because it's from a shop? That might be the case, because it's from a shop. If that is the case, then this will not work. Then we'll have to do this the manual way, which is a lot more annoying. Okay, let's do a bit of this guy. Then we'll have to come up here, right? Somehow we need to make it through to this, right? That there has to be a better way of doing this. There has to be a better way of doing it. This. What other ways of moving stuff do we have? We have chutes, but there's no real easy way to work with chutes. I mean, there's one way to work with chutes, and that's by having so having to do that, right? Let's say we work with shoots. We go shoots here. That's not the right spot, so we'll do shoots here. Make sure we're on the right height. We do you, and then you. So that's basically gonna send that up, but we also need a fan below this, so we can't really have that. Except if we move the entire setup. Right? Yeah. Maybe we just have it set. Okay, never mind. Let's, instead of being annoying, we'll set it up on this side so that we have some more space. We'll get a stock link, link that up, have it from the bottom, come out, wherever you are, boom, and then that's gonna be almost in line with what we want, like that. Like that, and then we just have the power come from here. That is gonna go chain drive, chain belt, that. And then the only thing that we really need is a fan blowing upwards. Well, where are the encased fans? What time is it? Oh, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I'm gonna finish this and then I might have to edit because I do need to still take out the trash and stuff. So it's important. Let's do that. Have you sitting? Nope. It's not what I want. Although, maybe we do it like a show. Then it's as easy as just boom. We are blowing, so technically this should work now. And I mean technically, because I have no idea. Oh, it's not an item, it's an entity. That's horrible. That's annoying. It's an entity. It's not an item. What if I did it this way? It works. It'll take a while, but it works. What if we get a speed controller in here and we make this go as fast as we can? You and then a speed control unit. we make it go zoom? Okay, we do need that to go the other way around. Okay. And then over here we also need a speed control. Okay, let's see. Does that work better? So let's say we've gotten a couple of bricks. Let's close this up before we buy. We've gotten a couple of bricks. We come in here, we buy it. Ah. Okay, so it's not ideal. So what if we change all of these to cut. This is not as easy as I expected it to be. Not as easy as I expected it to be, so we'll do that. Then have this guy. Why? Why? I know why. That's the problem. I know why. It's stupid. If I do that, that's gonna work perfectly. Okay, let's just you know, I'm gonna leave that as is. I don't think that's gonna bother a lot of people. But then we can put some books in there if we want to. Or maybe not, because they could take them. And that's not, you know, let's just do bookshelves instead of the empty ones. We'll have some empty ones. Yeah, so that's fine. Put some shelving units. Good, and then some general decoration. Do we have like smaller paintings? Oh. That's a beautiful painting. We'll have that set over there. Do we have like some more of the bigger ones? The ones that are actually like humble, match, skull and roses. Okay, let's see. Oh, dude, even better. Oh, dude, that one, perfect. That's perfect. And then we'll get some other stuff in here as well. Two by ones, 2 by 1s, 2 by 1s, 2 by 1s. I want something with some greenery so that I can put some potted plants in front of it. Right. And so on. I think we've got it pretty decent. I think this is a decent store. Hello, Singularity. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so let's simulate this. We're running the dungeon. We've hit all the buttons, but this one, if I hit it, that one opens up. It shows us the hidden shop. And if I have collected enough bricks, I can buy myself a sharpness book. And use that. What I'm probably gonna do, right? What I'm probably gonna do is, oh, what if I put another button up here so that if they want, they can close it up and be safe in here, right? And then we're probably going to put a anvil in here somewhere. And then they have to do their enchanting here. Otherwise, they at the end of the dungeon they lose their enchanted book. They can keep their gear, right? They cannot keep their enchanted books and stuff. So what I'm probably gonna do at the end of the dungeon, so this is boss room, right? Boss room. We'll have a little adjacent room over here where they're gonna put their stuff that they want to keep, which probably is their armor. We'll have like a chest, and we'll lock all the slots except for how much is it? 5, and then maybe 2 swords or maybe 2 weapons, like your bow and I don't know how much is a boast box. let's say I do an entire set, right? So we'll do an entire set of armor. We'll have one of those. Maybe we get some other items. So shield. Right. Probably not gonna get one of those, and then a bow. So that's 9. How much is a because I like to think that we do this, right? And they can only take what's in here, and then they have to send it to their how does these work again? Because then it'll automatically send it to their inventory or to their storage room. Let me see. Okay, so that's good. Packages by train can be extracted from the post box. Yes. Warehouse, it'll go to warehouse. Okay, that's good. That's good, because then I can have 4. I can have. Oh god. I can basically have a. How would I do that? I'll figure it out when we get to it. But that's gonna be it for today. I think we've gotten some progress done. A lot of it has been figuring out how to do this room, how to do these pots, which are now placing. That's good. This door we already had, and then a lot of it has been doing the spawner stuff. We still need to do the pots and the things, but that's gonna be fine. Yeah, I think it will be fine. I think it'll be good. I'm gonna go because I need to do some more editing. I need to do some more other stuff, but I don't know if y'all have seen it. There is some exciting news. I posted it yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Shouldn't be too hard. We go to my account. We go to community posts. And right there it is. Right there. So this Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I think it is, right? Yeah, this Wednesday. We are launching a new SMP, and if you want to know who we is, I think most of the people who are in it have already posted this image or have posted something about it. So yeah, on Wednesday we're starting a new SMP using Create, and I hope y'all are excited. I am definitely excited. I've been spending way too much time on it. And I think, do I have someone that we can go and say hi to? Anyone that I know? Anyone that I know? Let's go to Minecraft. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Not really somebody else's life. So I'll just end stream here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I definitely did. Have a good week. I'll see you all Wednesday episode if I get it done. I should get it done. But Wednesday episode, Thursday stream. Hopefully you have a good week. Bye.